Hey, so good afternoon, good evening, or good morning to you all everywhere. I'm Tanetta, and so I am coming with something really short. And so I just have been ruminating over like the golden rule or the scripture that I remember growing up. My mother would say, "Do unto others as you would have them do to you." And I want to say that's Matthew 7, but if I'm wrong, I'm so sorry. I'm not good at remembering the scripture, but and so it's just really the golden rule of of a moral standard of treat people the way you want them to treat you. And she would always say that I would come in the house crying about how my best friend or the kids would tease me or whatever, and I would say I'm gonna be mean to them because they were mean to me. And she would always reiterate to me, like, no, that's not what we're doing in life. And so I was like a little baffled with why they did it to me. I want to do it to them. They kicked me, I want to kick them back, so which makes sense, right? But the saying is, for them, if I kick them back, then they earned it, correct? Do unto others. I'm assuming you want to be kicked back if you kicked me. But that's really not what people want. People don't go around hitting people or pulling their hairs when you're kids or hitting cars or, crashing into a car because I want you to crash into mine or whatever. And so, we've got it twisted. We teach all these good morals and these good standards when we're children to our children because we want our children to be the best, except for those parents who really don't care. And so they teach their kids to bully or kick or whatever. And it's probably from some crap that's happened in their life, and it too shall pass. And so don't get caught up in their personal stuff, but focusing on you. It is better to do good to other people. It is better to treat people with the best intent that you have. People aren't always nice, and people aren't always going to treat you nice. And so if you match their energy with what's going on, this whole world is just going to be what it's turning into. It's getting crazy out there. So for those of us who have to turn that energy around, good job. And for those of you who are really contemplating on the fence, please don't go on the other side. For those of you who are on the other side, pay attention to this. So I know somebody who really goes through a lot of crap in life and have always been through a lot of crap in their life. And so if we apply, I do to people the same way they do me, well, that makes them a really crappy person. From all the stories that's been told to me, they have a really crappy life. And so they believe that they have really positive energy. And let me tell you this, their demeanor is, F the world because it effed me. So I'm going to F them before they finish effing me. That is their demeanor. And so if that's the demeanor and they're always complaining about how everybody screws them over, how can anybody treat them right if they only have the demeanor of, I'm going to screw them before they screw me because that's what I want? But yet, if you ask them about what they want, that's not the kind of friends they want. That's not the type of people they want to be associating themselves with. So they're really living an oxymoron kind of life. It's very hypocritical for that. There's no positivity in that whatsoever. And so if you're constantly living in that space, yeah, you might accomplish some things in life, but you're accomplishing it all by yourself. You're lonely. You don't have genuine friends that you really trust because you just said, screw everybody, right? And so let's treat people the way we want to be treated. If you've been broken and hurting as a child or whatever, somebody's did you dirty, somebody left you high and dry, your ex did you dirty, taking all your money, in the divorce, if she is, I don't know, cheating with your best friend, if your family has decided to poop all over you, slander you, whatever the crap may happen, why should you match such a negative position? You should rise above higher than what they have to offer. And so I remember my demeanor would be like, you're going to need me before I need you kind of demeanor. And let me be honest, that is still a good one to hold on to. Now, I may not be absolutely nasty about it as I was in the past. I'd be like, oh, well, now I'm more so of, well, let me not put myself in the position where I'm going to have to need you more than you'll need me, or honestly, I really don't want you to be in the position where you need me so much. It's my goal to elevate you, and I'm hoping that it's your goal to elevate me, that we both have an exchange in friendships, family, lovers, whatever. We have this exchange where there's an equality of give and take. My give might be more financially, and I might take from you the intellect that you have that's like, man, that's valuable to me. Or it may not be the same in the amount to say, oh, I've given you 14 cards and you've only given me back 2 gifts. But the gifts that I have given may have been so invaluable to you. Like, man, this girl just blew my mind with her insight, or every time I call her, she picks me up. She's always there, right? But what you've given me is 14 cards that encouraged me and impressed me and made me want to feel more alive with who I am. So, let's just keep that in mind. If we just stay positive and give that energy of saying, let me treat people the way that I want to be treated. Now, it doesn't mean to have people walk all over you. I like to be treated really, really good. Like, I want to be spoiled, and I like when somebody's taking me out. It doesn't matter, my friends, my significant other, my kids. I love to be spoiled and adored. So I spoil and adore those people around me. I also love my soul. So anybody who can pour back into my soul, I am like, yes, because I am constantly pouring into other people's soul, their hearts, their intellects, their anything that I can pour into. I want to. And so that's what I like to give. And so I'm giving what I like. I want that in my life. If I don't get it, there comes to a point where these are my needs and I know that I need those. So I'll kind of level off with people and be like, maybe I have them here and maybe we're just not there because they only see me as what they can get, but they don't see as what I need, and so at that point, it's still not giving negative energy. It's about, oh, this person isn't capable of this because for whatever their issues are, their reasons, or they don't understand it, and that's fine. We just keep them in prayer, and we just constantly still give to them. We just limit on what we're giving so that we don't get our feelings hurt, our expectations, because really we normally just get all bent out of shape for the expectations that we think about others. So I try not to have too high of an expectations for most people, but then I have higher expectations for those that the bar has been set a little higher, because we expect family to treat us best. We expect our significant others to treat us best. Our wives, our husbands, sorry about that. Our wives, our husbands are something that is important for them to love us the way that they would love themselves. And that's just it. If you're dealing with people, family, friends who don't love themselves, well, you're not going to get the needs that you want back. So remember that. But you might want to treat them, instead of taking them out to Red Lobster, if that's your thing, or the Cheesecake Factory. For me, I'm just saying, I love the Cheesecake Factory, and so I take my friends and family out to the Cheesecake Factory. But if I see that every single event or every time that I want to go out, I'm the person that has to initiate that, well, then I might want to slow things down and say, well, maybe I won't take them once a month. Maybe I'll change things up and have them, take them to Burger King. I'm just saying, and that's healthy to say, let me back up. I'm spending $75 every time I go out to eat or more, as opposed to, I still like doing this, and I still like Burger King, and I like their chicken sandwiches. So let me opt for the Burger King as opposed. Now, if you know me and I'll take you to Burger King, don't be sitting there going, she could have took me to the Cheesecake Factory. Do not hold me on that. And do not think that, dang, is she pushing me? Because if I want to go to Burger King, I want to go to Burger King. So anyway. All right. So nevertheless, just treat people the way you'd like to be treated. Do unto others as you want them to do to you. That's the moral of it. And I love you. And it's funny because I had a video like this earlier. I did not like it. I redid it, and I just had a conversation with someone, and ironically this was the topic, and I was thinking, Lord, you know what you're doing. You told me to get the video out, so I did that. So take care. I love you all. Peace. Be cool.